Hey people, Indra here, welcome to some Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Played through a decent chunk of the first game a couple of years ago now on the channel, and since then literally some people have been asking me to cover the second one. Well, here you are. It's a Saturday morning, I was just about to start a new challenge run, so figured hey, let's put some of it on the old YouTube. Hey, I'm not promising an entire run uploaded because it takes ages and it's hard to keep up interest in a long form series like that. And I need to use my rendering and upload time wisely, but we'll see how it goes. The gist of this run is going to be a custom party, like last time, of Warhammer characters, like last time, but these guys are going to be relatively good dudes, maybe, compared to the evil party I did in the first YouTube run. We're going to be playing on the hardest difficulty setting, Path of the Damned, and we're going to be activating a challenge. So let's get into it. Do I hit new game? No, I need to come down here to the glowing-eyed statue lady. This is a representation of Magran, I believe, the god of war and fire. We hit that and it opens up Magran's Fires, which is a bunch of challenges they added after release. They're all in the game now, named after the gods of Eora. And we are going to be activating, people say, one of the hardest challenges, Magran's Challenge. The game cannot be paused. So instead of real time with pause, it's just going to be real time. Well, you can significantly slow the game down, which is going to help us out, but we are going to be activating this. No pausing allowed. Does that mean I can't? I guess that means I can't pause it out of combat either. Any more of these I want to activate? That just puts a time limit on things. Galawains, beasts gain random. What effects do they gain though? Barrett's challenge, party member knocked out is killed if they stay knocked out for 10 seconds. That's just going to lead to like reloads and stuff. Abaddon's challenge, equipment degrading. That sounds annoying. Skaen's challenge. At night and indoors, it's harder to see stuff. Oh, just put that on. That could be fun. Need to carry torches and stuff. Ondra. Storm is more dangerous. Food spoils over time for Rimmergard. Hylia. We don't have Vela following us, I don't think. Boudica. This must be the most difficult one, or the most annoying one. Having to constantly eat to replenish your abilities and stuff. Okay, almost all numbers are hidden. No, we'll go with this. So Magran's challenge on no pausing and Skaen's challenge. Let's do it. Alright, they added turn-based mode for those that like that sort of thing. I prefer real-time with pause, but they did a decent job. We got to remember though that the game was not built from the ground up for turn-based mode. Let's continue with this, although we won't be pausing, of course. Going to be going Path of the Damned. Largest number of enemies, and they all get stat bonuses. Intended for players who want the most punishing encounters. Yes, yes, yes. So we are going to be also level scaling all of the content, and we're only going to be scaling it upwards. So it will scale up to our level, but it won't scale down to our level if it's already high. I think it only scales a maximum of 4 levels up though. Doesn't scale more than that. We're also going to be making it a little bit easier. I mean, it's a fun challenge, not complete punishment. We're going to be activating some of the Barretts blessings. This is a currency that you accrue by playing the game, and since I've played the game a ton, I've got 80 of them to spend, and you get them back each time. So we're going to be getting a bunch of money, 5 grand and 50 grand. So we're going to start with 55 grand more than usual, because it's fun to be able to buy stuff at the start. I don't want to do any of this stuff that like increases my character's stats, but we'll have this start the game with some fine quality equipment. It's going to be replaced eventually, but it's a decent little bonus at the start. I want this definitely. The Mythical Ardra Stone allows you to enchant an item all the way up to maximum mythical quality. That's why it costs so much. We'll grab that. What else do we want? Oh, we want this. Puts a vendor in the starting town. That's pretty good. It's got some cool stuff. Ship captain isn't going to matter for us too much because we're not going to be doing the ship combat really. We're going to just be boarding people. This is really powerful. It gains a chance. You get a chance to terrify everyone at the start of ship combat, and also I think it gives you a 5% damage bonus and some intimidate skill. It's really powerful, but we're not going to be using it for this run because we're playing relatively good guys. Enchanting currency costs are reduced. That must be quite strong. We'll activate this. We've got some points left. some veteran sailors available for hire. Sure. I think that's going to be it. Okay. Shall we watch the intro? I've watched it some... Okay, we'll put the intro on. You'll hear Ashley Johnson like recap the first game, and then Matt Mercer will start talking to us. Let's do it. I think it has a loading screen first. Oh, I haven't seen this in so long. Always be skipping that intro. I must say as well, because I've played this same game so often, especially the start of it, I'm probably going to be skipping some dialogue and story stuff, so you might need to pause to read things, I'm afraid. Just don't want to hear it for the 20th time, really. But I'll be quiet here.
Eora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Dyrwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Eothas, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. My God came back. He would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
So you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been
Alrighty. So in recap, the gods are an artificial creation by an ancient civilization. This is just showing us stuff from the first game. And you uncovered the conspiracy. You didn't really tell a bunch of people, I don't think. Most people don't know about this still.
A watcher. See souls.
And then a big statue under your castle was inhabited by a long-thought dead god called Eothas. And he got up and killed hundreds of people and destroyed your castle.
A fortress both broken and cursed.
So this is us kind of dead-ish after the statue got up. Seeing a bunch of people from the first game.
What is a god? A higher power?
This is Theos, the big bad guy from the first game.
Punisher of the wicked.
He was the last boss.
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
This Iovara, I mean. She was part of that ancient
Did you ever
civilization.
consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Keep on walking.
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
Okay, we're gonna be sucked into this blue thing.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
And then meet with Barrett, the god of death. Well, aspects of Barrett in a way. It's a cool intro.
An ancient dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling.
Alrighty. Off we go. To play some cards with the Pallid Knight, which is one of the aspects of Barrett. This dwarf over here is another aspect of Barrett. We'll go sit here. Pallid Knight is cool.
Sit. Please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt, a
I'm the
pale,
Watcher,
slender
alright.
neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times.
Game has some cool prose, and unfortunately Ashley Johnson doesn't narrate all of it. She narrates this starting part.
She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of...
Alrighty, feels bad to skip all this voice acting when it's pretty good. So we need to choose our history here, because this imports your save from the first game if you have one. You don't have the same character per se, because, you know, you died, you can remake yourself, but your decisions from the first game have some impact. So these first 6 are pre-made histories that you can choose, but I made my own one because this game has a tool where you can create your own history from the first game kind of thing. So I made one where I didn't recruit any of the companions from the first game, like starting afresh, which may cause us problems because that means I assume that Adair, who helps you out at the start in combat and stuff, is not going to be there. So I'm going to be alone on Path of the Damned with a tank, because our main character is going to be a tank that can't hit anything.
Does everything appear to
But
be
we'll
in
try.
order?
Yes, we are the Exalted.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Barrett. One half, anyway.
The dwarf's rictus returns as...
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
She's talking about a thing in the first game where you have to ask one of the gods to help you. I'm going to remain silent because I put in my history that I did not pledge myself to any god, because we only care about Sigmar.
You prayed for help in reaching Theos, beyond the Court of Penitence, but would not pledge yourself.
Yes, I pledged myself to nobody.
And yet, when it was time to make your choice, you returned those lost souls to the wheel. It seems you knew what was right in the end after...
She delicately places a card on the...
You had
Alrighty.
need of the gods once before. Now it seems, the being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Eothas. Of this, we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions
They don't know what he's up to.
Though Eothas stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours.
Am I dead?
But neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollow.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Eora as my herald, you must remember who you...
Okay, this is when we make ourselves. Alrighty, so we're going to be Valten, a character from Warhammer Fantasy. He was like the reincarnation of Sigmar, I believe. Very powerful character. Killed in the end, I think, by Archaon. So we're going to be human. Gives us +1 might, +1 resolve. I'll tell you what his attributes do in a minute. This is just an aesthetic choice. We're going to go Meadow Folk. It's hard. It's quite difficult, actually. Oh, hey. So this game has a single and multi-class system. Each class has multiple subclasses, and all those subclasses can be multi-class together. It's a really cool system. We are going to be using a multi-class character. First class, since we are a tank, is going to be a fighter. It's balanced quite well. So if we go in here, you'll see that there's 9 power levels, each with active and passive abilities on it. If you single class, you go up these power levels much quicker. You also get access to all of them. If you're multi-class like us, you only get access to the first 7, so you can't get anything from 8 or 9. But of course, you have 2 classes to choose from. It's a pretty cool system, I think, quite well balanced. So, yep, fighter first. And the subclass of fighter is going to be Unbroken, because we want to tank stuff. This gives us +1 engagement, so we can keep enemies locked in place, or they risk getting an attack of opportunity or a disengagement attack. And we get increased penetration on those. Penetration we'll go after in a sec, once we get some gear on and stuff. And we gain Shield Mastery, which gives us bonus armor when we are using a shield. It says wearing a shield. Our penalty is we are slower in combat, and we get lower reflexes, which, yeah, as you see there, is the defense that protects you from AoE fireballs and stuff. Starting fighter ability, we're going to go with knockdown here. Discipline Barrage might help us at the start because we're really going to struggle. Gives us basically extra accuracy for, what is it, 15 seconds. Knockdown. Knock stuff down, but it also has bonus accuracy on the attack. I think we'll go with that. Our second class is going to be Paladin, which turns us into a Crusader. Every single class combination gets its own name. So Fighter and Paladin is a Crusader. And these are the non-combat skills that Paladin gives you. So they're kind of unique Paladins in that their subclasses are actually Paladin orders, and they don't have any downsides. They just have bonuses. But we're going to be the Shieldbearers of Elkgut. The thing about Paladins is you have to stick to the Paladins. Well, if I go in here, we have this passive called Faith and Conviction, which just boosts all of our defenses. And as you see on this tooltip here, it gets better if you act in accordance with the beliefs of your order. And since we are using the Shieldbearers of St. Elkgur, I believe we need to be diplomatic and honest. So we need to keep an eye on that. And the starting ability, we'll go for Flames of Devotion. Oh, I should have seen this. We start with Lay on Hands, and it's a healing ability, and it prevents death for like 4 seconds or something. Also, +1 engagement when we have a shield, so more engagement for our tank. We're going to be going with Flames of Devotion. It's a really good attack ability, actually. Has extra fire damage and bonus accuracy. We're not going to be using it that much, but we'll need it at the start here. Okay, attributes. We got Might. This is all of your damage and healing scales of Might. Also gives you Fortitude, which is defense against like bodily attacks, poisons, and being knocked over and stuff. Constitution, health, and Fortitude. Dexterity makes you go faster. Well, do things faster, I should say. And Reflex, which is really bad for us. Perception gives you accuracy and reflex. Intellect gives you will. And area of effect and duration of abilities. And resolve gives you deflection and will. We are going to be a tank, so we want a bunch of constitution and a bunch of resolve. Do I get a little bit extra might? Or a little bit extra dexterity? Let's do that maybe. So not super powerful at hitting stuff, but we can take some hits, hopefully. Next. Okay, we need to do our culture, which gives us +1 to a stat. What are we going to choose here? Probably +1 Resolve. Yeah, we'll go AD it. And our background, this gives us non-combat skills. We want Labourer, because Labourer gives us +2 athletics, and you can use athletics. It gives you an ability called Second Wind, as you see there, which is a heal that you can use once per fight. It's really powerful and important for a tank and any frontliner, really. And it kind of fits Valten. He was a blacksmith, I think, or something, which I guess is more of a craftsman than a labourer, but hey. So here we choose our weapon proficiencies. So if I choose one, it should pop up at, yeah. You can use any weapon you want, whether you're proficient or not. But having proficiency unlocks a special modal that you can use, that you can activate for the weapon. It also governs what items we're going to start with. So we'll choose large shield and, of course, a warhammer. We're going to be trying to use warhammer as much as we can. Valten, I don't think actually used a shield, but hey, we need a tank. It's going to happen. Okay, so there's actually a big lack of art for Valten, especially official art. I mean, there was an official miniature, I believe, which has long hair and a long beard. Is kind of veteran Valten, so that's what we'll go for. I did make a portrait for us. There it is. This is going to be Valten. Colors, Empire is like red and white, is it? I'll go for like red and greyish. Skin color's fine. Hair, I want like veteran Valten, old and grey. There we go. Eyes, sure, blue. What head? The old one, there's one here that's all busted up, which looks awesome, but we'll go for the old Valten. Big old beard, like that. And what kind of hair? Something a bit unkempt. Maybe that. What else we got? What else is long? What's the difference? Well, this covers his ears, I suppose. Sure, we'll go for that. You can always change your the. It's a bit bright actually. Maybe a bit like that. We'll keep it white. You can change your hair and stuff whenever you like. Voice is going to be stoic. Yes. And pose heroic maybe. Okay, here he is then. The main character, Valten. He's also known as the Exalted of Sigmar, or the Chosen of Sigmar. So we'll go Valten the Exalted. There you are, buddy. We'll see how you do all alone
now,
at the start.
My herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you find Eothas. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
So we need to find the giant walking god statue.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand, just the dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd...
So she put a chime in us to control us and stuff like that. Let's get walking. It's a really cool intro, I think. You can skip up to the card table there. So we're walking back to our body now. There's our boat. And ordinarily you'd have Eder, one of the companions from the first game, sitting there beside you to assist. But since I'd made a history where we never recruited him, I wonder who's going to be sat there, if anyone at all is. Let's see. Oh, the chair's empty. I guess this steward is just going to talk to us then. This is a like a soul-inhabited statue that was in our castle, and I guess it survived the explosion. Wakey, wakey, Valten. Got things to do. For Sigmar and all that. Does anyone talk to me?
The return to your body feels like waking after
Here's the
a
money
fitful
from
drunken
our
sleep.
Barretts blessing.
The rocking...
My lord, have you returned to us?
Good old steward.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cad Nua.
Really pissed that I lost my freaking castle.
How are you feeling?
I'm alive.
Given what you've suffered, that is no small accomplishment. I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I
Pall.
have some bad news for you. Hag Nua has been destroyed. Eothas possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby.
Yeah, what a bastard.
It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Eothas withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul. And proximity to it has brought...
I know.
My lord, you've barely moved in weeks.
Misfortune's brewing topside with Magran's
Ungrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
A Scottish person that drinks? Never.
pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
It would be wise to arm yourself first, my lord. You'll find a...
Alrighty then. Pirates are attacking the ship. How dare they? So here's the fine equipment that we got from the Barrett's Blessing. And what is this? Oh, because of one of my choices in the first game to return the souls to the wheel, Barrett has given us this cool item. So it heals me, and it also burns and frightens enemies around me. That's pretty cool. And we've got the Mythical Ardra Stone to enchant something, but that'll be much, much later in the game, and a little bit of money.
You should prepare for battle, my lord.
Yes, yes. Okay. So we'll put this in our quick items. Quick items are things you can use during combat. We will take the Warhammer, of course, and our large shield. What is this going to do to our accuracy? Man, 16 accuracy. We're going to hit nothing. As you can see there, we're losing 8 because of the large shield. Shields mess up your accuracy. The bigger the shield, the bigger the penalty, but you get more deflection from that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to copy the Warhammer to the second weapon loadout. And it's only going to be the Warhammer. As you can see, our accuracy flies up because, see there, plus 12 one-handed. You get a big accuracy bonus for only having a single weapon in your hand and nothing else. It's actually a viable playstyle to like play as like a fencer character with a single sword in your hand or something. So we'll have that there for when we know we need to hit things. And armor, I guess we use the Brigandine. It's the biggest armor rating. So let's talk about armor and penetration. In the first game, you had damage reduction, which just reduced damage by that amount. In this game, you have an actual armor rating. As you'll notice here, this weapon has 9 penetration. So every attack, every weapon, every spell, basically everything that does damage in the game has a penetration rating. If the penetration does not meet or exceed the armor rating of whatever you're attacking, it will only do 30% damage, like minus 70% damage. It's a big deal. If you meet or exceed it, you get normal penetration, you do full damage. If you can double the armor rating with your penetration, then you will over penetrate and do 30% more damage. It's pretty cool. So we have 10 armor rating, but against piercing and corrode, we only have 6. We need to be careful of guns and arrows and that kind of thing. And yeah, that's all we can do so far.
Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Gonna deal with them, alright, with my one-handed Warhammer and no shield, so that I can actually hit them.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm?
This guy's a real piece of work.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially, give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'd be quick.
So here's an example of making choices that affect our reputation. We could be aggressive, we could be stoic, but since I'm a shield bearer of Elka Paladin, I need to be diplomatic when I can. So let's do this. Why would you want my ship?
Why complicate this with a quarrel? I see. Now,
Fair enough. He just wants
me and
it.
my mates will be helping ourselves to your ship. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners.
So we're going to get into combat here, and there's going to be no pausing allowed. It should be fine, especially with just a single character.
You had bandwidth! Ah!
Okay. I need to do some stuff on the fly here, set some hotkeys and the like. Okay. Let's try a Flames of Devotion and speed it up a little bit here. So this recovery bar here, that yellow bar, is my recovery time. since I've got low dexterity and such heavy armor on, it's very slow. Smack. Okay, we killed that guy. This first bit is really easy, even on the hardest difficulty. So 3 fellas up there. Let's try and knock him down, shall we? Got my crew members. Well done. They can be dealt with, I think. Let's go up here. There's flames of devotion on this guy. Decent hit. Knock down that guy, maybe. So we have resources to spend. Unlike the first game where everything was either per encounter or per rest, you actually have, you know, choices to make on what you want to spend your resources on. So paladins have zeal and fighters have discipline. And since we are both, we get to use both. But we get less of them. If we were a single class, we'd have more of any one to spend, sort of thing. Okay, we're going to clean up this last pirate. There you go.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
Okay, so the storm gets bad. And one of our crew members, Chitupek, goes over the side here. So we can rescue him or save the crate. The crate has a decent pair of gloves and some other decent stuff in it, but we're going to rescue Chitupek. It's not nothing that we're going to miss, and he'll become a powerful crew member later in the game. So we saved him. But, oh, here's the giant walking god statue in the background. We still crash. We're going to wake up on a beach, and this beach might get us killed over and over again because when we don't have Eder here to help us. Explore the island. We wake up with sand in our mouth.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord.
Where are we?
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm, hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Let's get going. Yeah, we're going to get revenge on that Benwith bastard, don't you worry.
Whatever your aims, I'd say you have a better chance of accomplishing.
Yeah,
for
we'll look
now,
for
I'd say your
survivors.
best bet is to find some sign of... My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
Be given a sacred duty. Hunt Eothas for the other gods.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Yeah, you're going to aid me stuck in the sand, are you? She's alright. Okay, so I've already discovered a problem. I have it set to only show the UI when I pause the game, and I can't pause the game. Because I like to look at the pretty art, so we need to turn that stuff back on. Because I'd like to be able to do hotkeys and stuff while out of combat. So I might not need the action bar. But I do need portraits on and ability bar on. Let's just put the action bar on. So I don't think there's a way to open the formation, the custom formation screen without it. Okay, stuff. So I have this. This is for being a watcher. It's only once per rest. But I get to frighten someone for 31 seconds. If I can hit it, that is. Accuracy of 20 versus will. Okay. So. Yeah, we'll just keep our Warhammer, I guess. And let's have a look at this beach. And loot all the bodies. Why is this always glowing? It might be because I have a god challenge activate or something. We're going to climb up here with my athletics. This is the athletics symbol. Scale it by hand. And yes, me. Only needed 2 and we got it done. We'll go and rescue Irena. I believe she's the doctor of our ship when we get our ship up and running again.
That or I'm worse off than I thought.
She bust. How did she even stay on the ship? That's a miracle.
It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
We will carry her back down with our athletics.
Romantic, Casita.
Yes, romantic. Carry her back to the little fire that's brewing over here. What's in this box? So I can... Oh, some health potions and spark crackers. So this is a kind of bomb. Yeah, there are bombs and grenades in this game. Maybe we'll use bombs and stuff on our wizard. That'd be quite fun. So I can just leave this beach to the east and go to the town. But you can only hire people one level below you. So when you're level 1, you can't hire anyone. I need to get to level 2 at least. I need to survive to level 2. And we can see spirits or souls and stuff because we're a watcher. Here's one of the dead sailors.
Hey, fancy seeing you here. I can't see much of anything really.
I can be cruel down here.
Just endless gray.
You died.
Storm? That's strange. You'd think it's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough.
Let's
I'll
be
follow
stoic,
you then,
if you must. I think Valten will be pretty stoic. Even if you tell them to go away, they still follow you. It's part of the story. There's a boars around here. Can we kill us some boars? Oh, here's the modal for our Warhammer if we want to turn it on. It's actually one of the better ones. Gives us extra penetration, but makes us slower recovery time. So if we're struggling to penetrate something's on, we can turn that on for +1 penetration.
Enemies.
Okay, boar. Let's slow it down a bit. And knock you down. Not knock you down. What is your deflection? You can see it in the top left there, 37. That's the defense against weapons and stuff. We'll speed it up a little bit. Come on, hit him. Well done. Knock him down. This thing's tough. And anyone watching this, by the way, put off by the difficulty here. Just bear in mind that it is on the highest difficulty setting, and I've made it harder for myself by not having Eder available. All my choice. Here's our second win. Our once per fight athletics heal, which is awesome. So I've got no more resources to spend. You can get them back by using something called an empower. You have 3 empowers per rest, but you don't have it at level 1. Oh, I should let's look at my, because we didn't look at our fighter stuff, did we? Looked at our paladin stuff. We have faith and conviction, engagement mastery for being a Shieldbearer, and yeah, Shieldbearer. Here's our lay on hands, and there's our flames of devotion. As a fighter, we get constant recovery, which is a bit of a lie. It's not constant. It gives you health regen, but only for 45 seconds at the start of battle. It's pretty good. We are unbroken, of course. We got a knockdown. Once we get to power level 2, it's going to be a pretty big deal for us because we get fighter stances and we get paladin stances, or zealous auras as they call them. So that's going to be a pretty big deal for us. We need more XP. I think since I'm alone, maybe I'll get more XP. Maybe it's not shared. Drop to tusk. We just ripped a tusk off this boar. What else we got down here? Some plants and stuff that we'll use for you know, making potions and the like, and poisons as well. You can make poisons. And bombs, of course. Drugs as well. There's actually a class, a subclass. Oh, we got a little shield. Small shields are cool because they don't lower your accuracy. They only give 4 deflection. But it's still pretty bad. Still pretty good, I mean. Not bad. But we're going to use our large shield because we're a tank. There is a class in the game, a monk subclass called Nalpazka or something, which actually benefits, is like revolves around taking drugs. It's pretty cool. We're not going to be using a monk though. It's a really strong class though, monk. Okay, I should put some of these potions in my oh right, we have a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, how could I forget? Let's put these in my quick item slot. These are a small heal potion. So this is all stuff because I was a fig backer. This is either from that or it's from pre-ordering or something, or some free DLC. So there's Gorn's Pledge. It's a ring that has 2 heals per rest on it. It's actually pretty good. We'll give it to our healer character when we make them. This pirate hat grants Captain's Eye, which is resistance to perception afflictions. So there are various afflictions in the game. Perception afflictions, dexterity afflictions, bodily afflictions, intellect afflictions, and also inspirations. They come in 3 levels, as you see here. Perception goes distracted, disorientated, and then blinded. If you have resistance, it'll always knock down an affliction to the previous level. So if I get blinded, it'll automatically go down to disorientated. So you basically can't get blinded if you have resistance So that's pretty good. And it will knock the first level one down to nothing. So we'll put that on. We will hide it because we're not a pirate. But sure. There's also pets. There are like literally hundreds of these vanity pets, I guess. They have a personal bonus, this +1 resolve, and also a party-wide bonus, as you see there. I don't know why they make you click this thing to see what it is. Why can't they just have it there? It's really annoying when you have multiple pets and you need to keep clicking them. I think we'll go for this guy. Reduces recovery penalty for your armor. Makes us a bit faster. This isn't very helpful, the party-wide effect for firearms. But being a little bit faster is a big deal. So we'll put him on. We'll also hide him because he looks a bit silly. We've got some unique equipment. I guess I'll put this cloak on. It doesn't do anything, but it looks cool. There it is. The Barretts Cloak is also pretty awesome looking. But we'll go for the obsidian one. There's a bunch more pets and stuff. There's this unique... Oh, this... Yeah, this counts as a torch. So this will reveal indoor areas because I enabled Skaen's challenge, remember? So when we go indoors and underground, it's going to be really dark. But it's like offhand only, I think, for dual wielders and the like. And this relatively bad axe. We're okay. We're going to use our Warhammer.
I've got it.
A Koiki fruit. You saw it said there ship morale because you have to manage your ship and stuff once you get it back up and running. Some sponge. Didn't forget anything else here, though. This ring is only for selling. This armor and stuff we don't want. There's some bombs. We do actually start with some explosive skill because we are a fighter, yeah. Maybe we can make the bombs work. It's going to be so hard to hit them, though. Because we suck at being accurate. And it's just part of the down, so everything's got a bunch of bonuses. There are more boars here. And Chitupeks up here, I think. There's another boar. So I am going to be... Well, I'll go after that afterwards. There's a way to kind of customize your own AI for your companions and stuff, your adventurers. And we're going to be doing a lot of that. Because it's going to be no pausing. It's going to be quite beneficial for us to be able to customize the AI. For our tank, though, we don't want him actually using these attack abilities very often when we're in a full party because we want him to save these resources for defensive stuff. Let's go up here.
The boars, Watcher. I can't hold them back.
I don't think this ghost lady... Yeah, she doesn't follow us. She doesn't follow us. There's another boar over here.
Enemies ahead.
Good hit. Come on, hit again. The attack resolution is much like the first game. It rolls 1 to 100. And then to that, it will add the difference between accuracy and defense. These only have 37 deflection. We have 36 accuracy. Oh, so it's basically a 50-50 chance to hit him. They did change the results a bit in the second game. I think you now need... I think it's a result of 1 to 30 is a miss, or 1 to 25. In the first game, it was only 1 to 15. So basically, there's a few more misses, a few less grazes. Come on. Try and knock down. This does not bode well. The boar almost killed me, and we're not in the cave yet. Okay. So we're going to rescue Chitupek.
It's good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat.
You could have helped me. You've got a gun.
The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old
That's
dwarf.
a weird word, isn't it? Boatswain, but you just say bosun. Okay, I'll look for our bosun.
The campfire.
Beadle.
I must get this...
He's a dwarf fella in there. Okay. What I'm hoping is we can just... I need to loot this boar.
Will do.
You got some pork. We can just look for Beadle, find him, and then leave, and it'll level us up to 2, hopefully. Maybe. Let's see how dark it is in here then. So, oh wow, it is pretty dark. Now if I equip this weird skull sword thing, which acts as a torch, yeah, it does make a difference. Look at that. I don't actually want to use it though, because look, it drops our accuracy. We don't have the one-handed bonus anymore. I need to save it. There we go. Let's do a lot of that. There's a thing to loot over here. There it is.
On it.
I've played through this start so many times. Because it's an awesome game. Freaking awesome game. There's a torch. Some crap. Some hard tack, which is a food that your crew does not like. As you can see, lowers their morale. And some rum. They love rum. There's some bats over here. Or beetles, sorry. They might be quite tough, actually. Here we go. These guys have one skull on them. That means they're one level above me. Can we knock them down? What is their deflection? 48! Oh, we got a hit. Well done. Now try some Flames of Devotion. Good thing I have this constant recovery to heal me. We've almost got him. Almost got him.
Let's go.
We only have 7 armor, so we are easily penetrating here.
Almost.
Come on. I guess we'll do another knockdown then. Really need that bonus accuracy to hit this stuff off these attacks. Our weapon, Warhammers actually do crush or pierce damage, because I guess you can spin it around to the pointy end.
Take them down.
Which means they'll automatically use the best damage type.
Sure.
Come on, Beetle, die. Speed it up a little bit more. Not much strategy needed here, or tactics. There we go. We got him. Does that elaborate slowdown when you kill the last thing. It's pretty cool. Okay, I think Beodul's up here. There are some tough fights. There's some skeletons. We can bust these guys up pretty well. They are very weak to... See, they're only 2 armor versus crush, so we're actually over-penetrating these guys. We're getting some bad damage rolls, though. Come on. There we go. So you roll to hit, you also roll for your damage. Might need to actually heal myself here. I've almost killed this guy. Come on, one more. Well done. We'll be alright. There are some tougher fights, though. There's a fight with... Oh, look at that. 28. Was that a crit? It was a crit. How the hell did we get a crit? Because he rolled 93. That's why.
I've got it.
So they have a bunch of crappy swords and shields and pistols and stuff. Save. There are some tougher fights. There's some bats over here. They would destroy us. Let's not go that way. We'll come back once we have our party and fully explore this cave. Beodul is up here, I believe. We've got to be careful, because I know there's revenants and rot ghasts and stuff around here.
Pirates.
Okay, there you are.
Audra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Yes,
Well
yes.
now. Thought you were good as a corpse, if I'm honest. Good to see you.
Been trying to find a way past without
So usually you can spot the traps for him and stuff, but our perception is really bad.
Found something.
There we go. We're spotting them. Is this enough? Am I going to be able to... Oh! We triggered some of the traps. Took some injuries. It's not a big deal. So here's the injuries. Pretty bad. And if you get 3 injuries and then go down again, you are permanently dead.
Well, you see... Well, you seeing something I'm not...
Do I have to just trigger all the traps? Because I can't disable them. I don't have the mechanics.
Well, you see...
Or maybe I have to trigger the ones that are in front of him. Maybe we'll trigger this one. Oh, I need to just walk on it, do I? Critical injury. What did we get then? Wow. Okay, can you now?
Ah, bless you, Lord.
Oh, there we go.
It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave.
We've got a campfire going on the
way
beach. Okay, so now I need to rest to get rid of these injuries. Okay, so if you just put water in, you'll get rid of your injuries. We don't get any bonuses. So we can get pork in there for +2 might. Captain's Banquet is incredibly strong. We don't want to use that now. I don't know where I got this from. Must have been a pre-order thing or something. Some grog. Let's just use water. It'll get rid of our injuries. And we need to basically leave here, I think. Maybe we'll try some of the harder fights and see how we do. We can go that way. There's a chest over there. But we can't disarm that trap. And we can't... There's a trap on the chest as well. We can't do any of that stuff. It'll just injure us. We'll come back with a trap person and try and get it done. Let's save. And, wait. I think there's a... Yeah, that's where the golem is. We don't want to fight that. Maybe we can take the revenant fight with the Rotgast, which is down here. There's like 3 skeletons, a revenant, and a rotgast. I think maybe it's 2 revenants. It's Path of the Damned, so they add more stuff. Let's save it. Everything's good. I don't want my shield on because I'm not going to hit stuff. There's going to be skeletons here with guns, and guns, since they do piercing damage, are really bad for us because we have a brigandine on. Oh, this guy's actually... He actually engaged me. I want the pistol guys. Here you go. Ouch! That was a quick death. Wow. Did he crit me with that gun? We need to slow that down a bit so I don't take disengagement attacks. Okay, it's on the slowest setting. I want to avoid this guy so he doesn't engage me. I don't know if I can. Oh, he's engaged me. Okay. We'll try and kill him before the others show up. That was a good hit. 21. If I move away, he'll get a free disengagement attack, which have bonus accuracy and stuff. This guy's getting close to me for someone with a gun. There we go. Is he just going to hit me and take half my health? Wow, he did. Well done. That was a good hit. Now get this guy. Another bastard with a gun. Man, they're freaking hitting me every time. Here comes a revenant. Was hoping to one-shot that guy, and there's the Rotgast. We need to heal.
Bad.
Okay. Bloody hell. Needs a Gorn's Pledge. This gun is painful. These guys don't do a lot of damage to me, but they have tons of health. Hit him. Well done.
Sure.
Now one more hit on the skeleton should do it. I'm going to try and not use any more Flames of Devotion, so I have the lay on hands here. We missed him. I do have potions as well, including this. Should I use this? We hit him. Can we do this? Might not be able to do both of these. I might need to run away. As you can see, these guys don't actually have engagement. They're not engaging me. Knock that guy down. I don't have any more knockdowns. Let's use Lay on Hands. It's not a huge heal, but it does trigger twice. It'll trigger again.
Got it.
There we go. Look how much health this guy has. I mean, we're hitting him. And we are penetrating. This guy, though, has 10 armor against Crush. Which means, I guess we'll automatically use the Pierce. That was a miss. Swing and a miss. Oh, jeez. Gorn's Pledge. I might just need to run. Can I just run and reset this fight? Maybe. Speed it up a bit. So I don't have any Gorn's Pledge left. I need to rest to get that back. It won't let me leave. Yeah. But it might... They might just back off. I wish I had Eder here helping me. I think they backed off. Yes! We broke the fight. Okay. Well, broke the engagement. So now I can save. And we'll see if we can take those two on with all of my abilities back. Well, I don't have my Gorn's Pledge back. I should just rest again. It's only water. We have... Oh, it's already there. We have 3 more to use. And save again. And in we go. You may be screaming at your monitor telling me to use my shield. But we just would not hit stuff if we had our shield on, unfortunately. Ever. Even with our plus 10 from the abilities. Okay, combat has started, so they're coming down this ramp again. Could try and frighten one of them.
Sure.
Let's get onto this guy immediately before the Rotgast gets here. Do a knockdown. We hit him, well done. Oh, it doesn't do any damage though. Start burning my Flames of Devotion here, and then I'll just run away again if I can kill this guy. Good hits. More of those. Just Just queue them all up in there. That one missed, that was bad. Okay. Should I try one of these things? It's pretty good.
Let's go.
We've got him down to half. But I've used all of my attacks. So what does frightening do again? -5 resolve. That would make them easier to hit. But I'm hitting this guy pretty well. He's only got 23 deflection. So any decent roll and I'll be able to get this done. Let's second wind. There we go. Come on. Come on, Valten. For Sigma and all that. One more hit might do it. I'm going to run from the Rockghast though. Oh, well done. Okay, let's reset the Rockghast. Speed this up, because we're technically still in combat. That should do it, because they're so slow. I'm pretty slow as well, because I'm an unbroken fighter, but faster than those guys. Is that enough? That was it? Yes. Now, can we solo this Rockghast? They explode when they're near death, so we need to watch out for that. What did the Revenant drop?
I've got it.
A bone. Great.
Take them down.
There you are. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Can I knock these guys down? They have 71 fortitude. Oh, I got it. Well done. Barely any damage though. Let's try and frighten him. Make him easier to hit, which might mean that we get a crit or something. Doesn't hit me for much. Just that he's so tough. We did not get the frighten. We did not get it. Let's speed it up a little bit. That was a good hit. More of those, please. Queue up some stuff here. No pen. Just use the... Oh. It's the fire.
Take him down.
It's because he's got lots of armor against fire, so the fire part of Flames of Devotion is not penetrating. That's alright. Doing okay. Ish. Well done. So I still have my Gaunt's Pledge, I still have my second wind, I still have all my potions. So maybe we can just grind him down here. Our constant recovery, I think, has worn out. Yeah. No more constant recovery. As you can see there, we're automatically doing pierce damage because it's what he's weak against, and that's what our Warhammer can do. Ouch. Speed it up here. Stop hitting me, you bastard. Ah, missed me. It's only got 25 deflection. If I put my shield on, I'd still struggle to hit even that. Let's second wind here before he crits me or something. Maybe we've got him. Just need to get some good rolls.
Let's go.
That was a miss. Rolled a 3 on that one. But we hit him there and hit him for 16. That's pretty good. 15, that's pretty good. Come on. You can do this. He's mostly grazing me. We grazed him then. Gonna use Gaunt's Pledge, I think. Oh! Whoa, was that a crit? That's a big hit there.
Got it.
I'm gonna use my Gaunt's Pledge again, actually, because oh, he's gonna explode! Get out of it. Yay, we did it! We get the XP for that. Phew. Some lockpicks here, a little bit of money. Note that the main currency in the game is copper, and each of these is worth 9, so it's much more than it looks like. A note talking about the pirate that messed us up. I can't open this right. Yeah, I have no mechanics whatsoever. We'll come back. And I wonder, how much XP do I have? Like a quarter of a bar. I wonder if that's enough to level me when I go to speak to Ungrim. Let's see. because there's other fights here that are tougher than that. And I ain't going to be able to do them. Just want to get to the town and make my party of Warhammer characters and come back here and destroy everything easily. Let's see if we will level up. Did one measly level. Oh, now it's night time. So let's put fast mode on. Let's go and see Ungrim. Standing up here.
Spy,
there you are.
Magran here. Is that you?
And we'll get some XP for this. Yes, it's me.
You woke just in time for the fun. Fight.
Yep.
Magran learns us poor bastards.
Even the gods can't break me,
some
buddy.
Others might think that blasphemy. But when Magran hears it, Captain, oh, she knows you're filled with a fire. There's nae getting the ship back underway without repairs. I'll see you at the campfire, Captain.
Yeah, they're waiting.
Good. We four will come.
Yes, it leveled me up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, save. Don't need to rest, really. More athletics, and I guess we'll buff diplomacy, since we'll be using it quite a lot. We do have a bit of intimidate for being a fighter, I think. Okay. So since we're multi-classing, we only get. You still only get one thing to spend across them both. I guess we're just going to take deep faith here, which just makes our defenses better. It's not the most exciting thing to take. There's this, which is really good for a DPS paladin. More damage, you do more damage every time you take a hit, kind of thing. Fast runner's pretty good, just moving quickly. Don't really need any of this. Additional weapon set, no. This is for if you want to punch people. We are going to go for Deep Faith. Actually, wait. Yes, cancel a level up. I want to see how much it improves it by. So at the moment, we are getting 8.9 from Faith and Conviction. It doesn't seem like it rounds up. But let's see how much. Oops, let's see how much. I think it'll go up to 12 or 10 or something maybe. Yep, athletics and diplomacy and deep faith. Done. Level 2 Valten. And that has, yes, plus 12.3. Look at that. Pretty good bonus. That gave us a ton of XP. Look, we're like almost halfway through level 2. Okay, so let's leave here. Go find the first town, which is to the north, and hire our party at the tavern. Because we have a bunch of bonus money, it's going to be easy for us to... yes, it's just telling me about the DLC expansion things that are ready to go. Yep. So here's the overland map that you get when you're not sailing around, when you land on an island or something. We found some hardtack, which nobody likes. This is a little event where you can help these guys with their wagon. We don't have the... I don't think we have enough might to push it. I think it's 14, isn't it? I think it's 14 to push, and we only have 12. So yeah, we'll come back when we have someone who's stronger than Valten. Get some fruit from here. I think you get 12 of them. Oh, 15 must be a random number. That's awesome. And here's Port Marge. I think that's how you say it. A Valian trading company town. They're like vaguely Italian merchant republic that want to make some money off the Ardra, the fancy stone that holds souls. They want to mine it and sell it.
What if the giant comes this way?
A little bit of a cutscene here.
Please, everyone stay calm.
Here's the governor.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything.
Have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
Here are the natives, which, as you may expect, don't like the Valian trading company around most of the time. They're called the Huana.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our family.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves?
If everyone would...
It's one of the pirates.
Looking at me. Not a pirate. Let's be passionate.
Everyone stay calm. I think 2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors. Fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship.
Yes,
that
it would.
Make him lucky. Your own vessels do not use...
Quite.
There's need some repairs and I'll be on my way. I've got things to do.
Blanca, everyone, forgive me.
Terracon
I
Blanca.
believe this matter requires my attention, especially you.
Yeah.
Do not flatter me with Vailian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Are these like scars on her face?
Geralde, as for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate.
Alrighty. So she leaves, she goes to her little village in the north. I'm not sure what happens actually, because you can kill anyone in this game. I wonder what happens if you just kill the governor. How do you get your ship repaired? Maybe she does it. And what happens if you kill her as well? You just left here. So in this area is a companion. We'll just go through this conversation. We're not going to take her.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
Because I want my boat to be full of Warhammer Fantasy characters, not the game's companions. It's good to take them though, even if you don't use them, because you can steal their gear. She's got this fancy lantern, which would help us in our dark dungeons and stuff, but we'll manage without it. It's a pretty good lantern actually, good stats.
Se futito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
Watch from within the crowd. I have taken her before. She's a cool little character. She's a priest or a monk.
This flame is not for purification. It is Eothas has returned at last.
As surely as my fingers are webbed, I tell you, gone, never left.
Sakes alive, Wanglith. Ain't we got more pressing matters to attend to than a baptism? We just missed one of the biggest reapings of all time.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child.
She's a little bit
Leave
mental.
the living forlorn to service the dead.
She thinks she can get souls into her lantern and stuff.
Here, I'll light them all at once.
Wipe the glob of wax from my shoulder.
Now that we're right with our god, can we please see about helping the people I dreamed die? I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
Do you know where I can find the governor?
I surely do. I already asked him to let me inland, on account of my dream. But he's not giving out the location of the Audra Pillar.
You're not permitted, child, because it's too dangerous. But you never listen.
Yet I hear you all the time, Wanglith. Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams.
Gorn is an aspect of Eothas, yeah. Very complicated religious system in this game. It's cool.
If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
I'm gonna be stoic, say nothing.
Enough nonsense, Joti.
Wanglith, you guide the living and I guide the dead. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls?
Yes, I can.
If you're looking to talk
Thank
to
you
the
for the
governor,
exposition.
I might guess you're thinking to go. Watcher, will you take me with you?
Well, I don't prefer to travel alone, but you're not coming with me. No, I won't take you with me.
Darn it. You can't. I'm going.
Yeah. Okay, let's make our team, and then we're already an hour in. It's this way, Indrid. Here's the, what is it called? The Kraken something? Kraken's Eye. They actually have a Kraken's Eye in there that you can steal. And maybe we'll steal it, because, I mean, we're generally good, but we can't be responsible for what all of our characters do. Some of them like to steal stuff. Okay. There's the Kraken's Eye that you can steal, which is fun. We ain't gonna have very good stealth characters though. So Thorol,
Sorry,
what's
we
up,
haven't any
dude?
rooms for you. Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or
Oh, he gave
bad,
me a drink.
but here, I figure you deserve
So
a
he has a little quest to go up and clear the room. So we'll ask about that.
You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for. Well, tell you what, I've got one room or two have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome.
We will
He's a
deal with
merchant
it.
captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here.
I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for.
You can actually go up there and just slaughter them. And if you do, this guy gets pissed off and he doesn't clean the room. So if you stay in a room, it becomes like a blood-soaked room and gives you different bonuses.
Still
It's pretty
kicking,
cool.
eh?
Okay.
What will it be?
I need to hire some people.
Folks come by here all the...
Here we go. They're only going to cost us 250 because they're only coming in at level 1. Oh, here they are, look. I've already got them saved here, but what I'm going to do is... should I just grab them from here? Is this all of them? Yeah, this is all of them. Do I want to go through the creation process? But we'll just grab them from here, and I'll tell you about them. So, Ungrim Ironfist, the Slayer King of the Dwarfs. We're going to grab this guy. Oh, he comes with the equipment from when I saved him. No. Except, we're not going to take his equipment. We're going to buy it again. So did I get him? There he is. We've even got Slayer type hair. If you don't know what a Slayer is, they're pretty cool. They're like dwarfs that have done something bad or wrong. And they get pig fat and shape their hair and try to kill everything and die. So here you are. He's a Barbarian. Can we look at his character? Here we go. So he's a Barbarian. I made him the Berserker subclass, which makes his Frenzy even better. It gives him Tenacious and Hardy instead of just Strong and Fit. Tenacious will give him extra penetration compared to Strong, and Hardy gives him extra armor compared to Fit. But, oh, and he gets a big hit to crit conversion when he's frenzied. It's like 30% of his hits will automatically be crits when he's frenzied, which is a massive deal. The penalty is, we can't see his health while he's in frenzy mode, which is how it worked in the first game, actually. He also continuously takes damage when he's frenzied. I don't think it's that much, though. And he'll be confused. So his... Oh, Barbarians have AoE attacks. If you look here, they have something called Carnage. So you get another attack roll on nearby enemies. And when you're confused, these Carnage attacks are going to hit everyone. Fortunately for us, he'll mostly just be hitting Valten, who can take it. So he's a single class Barbarian. We're going to be flying up this power level here. Much faster than the multi-class people. And of course, I took Frenzy as his starting ability. So we'll see how that goes. How often is this guy going to die? I mean, look at his... He's got 15 deflection. He's going to get critted every 15 seconds. I don't know why he has 61 out of 60 health, by the way. But there's merchants outside. We can get some stuff for him.
Still kicking,
okay.
Eh? What folks come by here?
We are also going to grab... So it's these three. Yeah, I'm not using Scarlock. I'm going to get a Lady Ranger. I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's grab Teclis. It's going to be our wizard. The famous elf fella without equipment. This is just the equipment they had on when I saved them for this run. We also want Kerillian. She has nothing. And Alarielle. And I'll go through these characters for you. Okay. You go there. Kerillian is a pure ranger. She's going to be shooting them bows. I made her a sharpshooter, which means she gets some pretty awesome bonuses. Hit to crit conversion when enemies are far away, and bonus penetration when they're close. She is slightly slower because, you know, she's aiming carefully. Slightly slower to shoot and stuff. And lower deflection. It's minus 10 deflection. She has got 10 deflection. That is so low. That's even lower than Ungrim. We need to be careful with her. She does get a pet though, because rangers get pets. It's a boar. Where is he? Here he is. I called him Asrai, which is a name that the wood elves give themselves, I think, in the lore. In the Warhammer stuff. I chose the boar because it's the toughest. It's got health regen. It's got the most health. And it's got the most deflection, I think. We're mainly just going to be keeping it near Karelian, though. Because if your pet dies, you get something called Bonded Grief, which debuffs you. And pets die a lot in this game.
Oh?
We're going to try and stop that happening. Here's Teclis. He's a wizard. What else do you need to know? We've gone for an evocation wizard, which is, you know, fireballs and that kind of stuff. An Evoker. They have this awesome bonus. It's an insane bonus. So they get more power level. Because power level doesn't only unlock new stuff. It also just makes all of your abilities better. So you'll see stuff that gives you extra power level. Just makes them more accurate. Everything. So it does that. Also, this thing. Your evocation spells evocation spells, whatever, have a small chance to double cast, reapplying their damage and effects instantly. It's pretty insane. I think it's a 15% chance. The penalty is we can't use spells from transmutation or conjuration, which is a pity because there's some really good stuff there. And we get a little bit more recovery if we use a non-evocation spell. But yeah, it's going to be fireballs and stuff. He's a elf, of course. And we've got Alarielle, who in the lore is a high elf. But I made her a godlike, because I didn't want a bunch of elves. So she's a moon godlike. Godlikes, they can't use anything on their head as it is locked. But they get cool bonuses and stuff. Moon godlikes, they'll like automatically heal things near them if they get damaged at certain points. It's pretty cool. So she is a druid priest, which becomes an universalist. For druid, she's got the Lifegiver subclass, which just makes her rejuvenation spells better and gives her some free spells. And a priest of Eothas, which gives her free support spells and stuff. She's basically going to be a healer supporter, you know. There's the druid stuff. Gave her Nature's Mark, which debuffs enemy deflection, which we might want to use. And a heal, of course, as a priest. So there's the team.
Certainly. What do we do if there are no more ships?
And we need to do our formation.
Starvation or disease?
But so.
Valten at the top.
Talking to you.
Teclis. Probably Alarielle here. Kerillian here. With the pet beside her and Teclis back there. We also want Ungrim back a bit. We want him going in second, definitely. That's going to be our formation for now. And I'll be doing some AI stuff off camera. But for now, we'll just set them to auto attack.
Yeah.
Although, whoops, I want the pet to be defensive. I don't want him running into fights. There's Teclis. No idea what Teclis looks like, but there he is. Oh. And Alarielle, let's put you on auto attack as well. Druids can shapeshift into an animal, although we're not going to be using that very often.
Yes.
So here's your team. Let's go out and buy them some gear, hey? Ungrim, I want to be using a two-handed weapon. He has a two-handed axe in the lore. Unfortunately, two-handed axes are not a weapon type in this game, but they are two-handed axes. They're like under the regular axe weapon type, but they take two hands to wield, but they are much later in the game. What else do we have here? They start with some crappy gear. So Ungrim, you can use the breastplate, I think. We'll slow you down a bit, 35%, but 8 armor rating's not bad. We also have some fine leather. We'll give it to you because you have a very frightening 10 deflection. Teclis, we'll give you the fancy robe. There you are. Don't you look dapper? They're just fine gear, so that +1 armor, that's all it is. Do we have a bow? You have a bow. So bows do pierce or slash. We'll try and find it. There is a really fancy bow outside, but I don't think we want that one. Teclis can take the wand. Yeah. What we're going to do is copy the wand. No, we'll leave the wand. Put it there. And I'll give you the little shield. No, we'll give the shield to Alarielle. We'll have to give you a pistol, Alarielle, because I don't have another wand or anything. With the little shield on it, and I'm going to copy the pistol here and give her a torch so she can help us see stuff. There she is. She's ready to go. And there she is with her torch. Okay. That's all I can give you, lads. Oh, Ungrim. I don't have a two-handed weapon for you, buddy. So I guess we'll make you dual wield. Do we want to give you this crappy axe? It's fragile. Plus 20% crit damage is for all axes. More penetration against vessels. I guess we'll use it. Take the axe. What is it called? Matakua. Matakau. Whatever. And, what in the other hand then? A warhammer? Don't have another axe. There you go. You're ready to roll. And Teclis, I'm going to give our bombs. Because you're going to have explosives skills, which increases the accuracy of bombs and stuff. All of this can just be sold. It's junk. Okay. That's what we got. Here's the team.
Oh, good thinking.
Okay. We can steal some stuff. Well, it's not stealing. If it's a hand, it's not stealing.
Drive me mad.
Only if it's the stealing symbol. Are you
wish
stealing
they'd
stuff?
stayed in Red Saris.
Okay, so up here.
It's not right. I came
Hey,
here on the
there's
first
a merchant
ship.
here called Henrik or
Why
something.
does
There he
an
is.
islander get paid the same as I?
Here you find civil. That is.
Yeah.
They're wise and.
This is the guy that has the awesome bow, but it's not awesome for our ranger. I don't think. What it does is, it's got this experimental souls thing. If you crit some of them, and then they die, they morph into another creature. The creature's hostile to everyone, but if you enchant it with soul diplomacy, this is the enchanting system, by the way. You have a quality, and then each unique item has their own enchantments they can get here, unique stuff. It's quite hard to do because Awakened Ardra's difficult to get, but if you get soul diplomacy, as you see up there, creatures are now always allies. It's pretty cool. They have some other things that scale off metaphysics, but it's not the kind of bow I'm looking for, I think. Shattered Vengeance is pretty good, but I don't really care what kind of weapon Valten has right now. 33% chance to apply a stacking curse, increasing the damage received. Pretty good weapon, but we want Warhammers, damn it. Swordsman's Braces is pretty good. Crits turned into grazes. Sorry, hits turned into grazes, pretty good. Should we grab it? Let's grab that. We'll give it to our Barbarian. Let's grab some more healing potions as well. Got some scrolls here. Alarielle will be using scrolls. It's a pretty good scroll. Nothing else super. We do have a two-handed weapon here, right? Yeah. Is there a poleaxe? There's a poleaxe. Let's give a poleaxe. There is another merchant as well. So you can have these braces to get hit a little bit less painfully. And we're going to give you... Look. Go away. Give you a poleaxe. It's just a regular quality poleaxe. It's not going to be great, but we will have it and we'll sell this stuff. Give you some more potions also to Valten. Okay. Another merchant over here. This is the merchant that we got for using the Barretts Blessings. He has some cool stuff at some cool prices. Okay. We definitely want these for Teclis. +2 dexterity, which is always good. +2 explosives. +1 arcana, which he's not going to be using very much. But also +1 all evocation power levels. Pretty awesome for Teclis. There you go. And we can actually take this grimoire. So grimoires in this game. In the first game you could like copy spells from the grimoire. But this game does not have a Vancian casting system. You don't need to rest to use your spells again. You just get a limited amount per fight. And if you get a grimoire, you basically know all of the spells in it. So you don't need to spend his ability points to learn these spells. You got Fireball, Meteor Shower, all of the stuff he's going to want. Yeah, so let's take this. It'll save him a lot of ability points. Trollhide Belt gives us regeneration. A little bit of regeneration. We'll give that to Valten. This, +2 Constitution and crits converted to hits. We'll give that to Ungrim. Greater Protection Scroll. Fortitude Reflex Wheel. We'll give that to Valten. Cloak of Deflection. We will give to Ungrim. I don't know why I keep changing characters here. They all go to the same one. Boots of Stone. Dexterity and Resolve. And Resistance to Might. We'll get that. I don't think I want the Boots of... I mean, they're all right. It's going to take a while for us to get any more boots. No, it's all right. This is awesome. +2 Discipline. We definitely want that for Valten. Gauntlets of Might. Yeah, we'll get that. We can give that to Kerillian. She's going to be doing a lot of our damage. Healing Hands. Lesser lay on hands is pretty bad. Look, it's only 12 health twice. It's not good. I'm not going to buy it, even if it's only 875. Ring of Unshackling, Ring of Overseeing, more AoE. Greater health, that's pretty good. We'll grab that. 13 grand. Oh, we can sell some stuff. Most of this crap, actually. All of these weapons. We don't need the St. Droga's skull. We don't need these. Don't need these random rings and capes and hats. And that'll do. Okay, we still have 40 grand there. So, Teclis. Oh, wait. I should have put these all in the stash immediately. Let's do this. Valten. You get the ring, the belt of regeneration. The Gorn's Pledge ring we want to give to Alarielle. You also get the Discipline gloves or braces, whatever they are. Ungrim. You get a bunch of stuff, buddy. You get the boots for the resolve. You get the deflection cloak. Oh, we want to give the defense cloak. Because look how bad his reflexes are. Because he's unbroken. You can take that. I suppose Karelian can take the fancy obsidian cape that doesn't do anything. You can also get the +2 might gloves. The health necklace can go to this guy. Now up to 85 barbarians do get a lot of health. More than Valten at the moment. Gorn's Pledge goes to Alarielle. This also goes to Ungrim. Teclis gets the fancy gloves and also gets a Grimoire. There you go. So if we look at his abilities now, you see this little symbol here. That means he has the spell from the Grimoire, so doesn't need to spend a point on them. Pretty cool. I think that's it. We are ready to roll, as they say. You've got your little bombs. Yes. Here we are, ready to conquer the Deadfire. But, oh, what have I done here? I've done something wrong. There we go. We've got to actually activate the formation. Maybe I want to change that a little bit more. Yeah, just move everything back a little bit. There we go. A little bit more distance. There you have it. We're going to end this episode here. It's been so long. And I'll see you next time, maybe. Thank you for watching, guys.